Hi, I'm Scotty Cooper, and you're tuning in to Magic Moments. Today's story, I share how I almost threw in the towel, but was given a sign by God to stay on my path. I hope you stay tuned to the end so you can see how I got what I asked for and how you can too. My freshman year of college, I had some serious doubts about whether I was in the right place. At the time, my mind was always thinking about coming home back to California and not being fully immersed in what I was doing at my school in Oregon. It was a tough time in my life. I'm really close with my family, and it was the first time really being away for a long time, and it wasn't easy for me. And I had serious thoughts about transferring to school near home. I would think about this quite often. And I decided one day I was going to walk to church on a Sunday, and I was going to ask for something to show me that it needed to be there. So I'm in this kind of prayer time before going to church, and I say, God, if I'm supposed to be here, can you please send me either a miracle or a sign? Send me something today to let me know that I should be here at this school and that this is where I need to be in my life. So I said that prayer and I started to walk. So, I'm walking to church and I take a different turn than I normally do. And I didn't have a car up there at the time, so I had to walk anywhere I wanted to go, or I had my friends drive me. But in this case, I was walking down the street. I take a different turn, and we're in this little neighborhood. And this neighborhood was interesting because they had some businesses were allowed to be kind of like where a home was. And so I'm walking, and I didn't know about this at all. I'd never seen the street. I just knew it connected. And I am kind of like have my head down, not really paying attention. I look up, and then I see this massive sign on the lawn that says Miracle Sign Incorporated. And I was like, my jaw dropped, and tears started rushing out. I was like, there's no flipping way that the Miracle Sign Incorporated is right here in front of me. Like, it was so crazy that God put that in my life that day, and I asked for it, and I received it, and I was crying, and then I was just laughing. I was like, that was funny. That was so funny because it's exactly what I asked for. And now I know that if I need or want something, I just ask. It's the old adage, just ask and you shall receive. And that was the lesson for me on that day is well, make sure you're specific with what you ask for, because you're going to get exactly what you asked for. And so the Miracle Sign Incorporated helped me stay. From there, I decided to go more all in, specifically more my sophomore year. That was at the end of my freshman year. My sophomore year, I decided to really go all in and just commit myself to school better and to actually meeting people around me. And I ended up connecting with a lot of close friends that I really didn't give myself fully to a connection with. And then I also ended up meeting my wife that next year as well. So I'm glad that I did. I'm glad that I stayed, and I'm glad that showed up into my life that day. Now, ask and you shall receive. You've probably heard it a lot. But I think the keys for me that made the big difference was the emotion I felt when I asked. I came from this place of normally it's not so much of a want, but it was such a strong, powerful thing. Please give this to me. I really, really want that. And just having that desire for being able to really know where I'm at in this life is potential. This could have been a moment where I totally went this way. And I think that was one key. And then the other key is once you ask, you don't need to keep thinking about it. Let it go. It happened pretty quickly for me. But after I did that and I asked, I started walking, and I just kind of was thinking about other things, and then it showed up, boom. And I think that's when you can let go of how you're going to get the sign, is when it pops up. Or, you have a intent of what you want or what you're trying to aim at, but then you let go of the how. So you know the what, you know the why, let go of the how. And I think that that was the other key for me that helps me get that as fast as I did, was the emotion, the intent, letting go of the how. Thank you for watching this magic moment. Stay tuned for the next video where I share the most magical moment in my life. You're not going to want to miss this one.